Hello, my treasures. It's time to go on an adventure with a Reno Control Rogue. With March of the Lich King, we got a perfect new control package for Rogue, which is the Concoction package, which allows us to generate a bunch of tools that will allow us to remove things from our opponent's board that we normally wouldn't have had access to. And I figured, why not counteract the nerf to Prince Renathal by using a old fan favorite, Reno Jackson. Because it's been quite a while since I've done a Reno Jackson deck. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you are going to be looking for 3 styles of cards. First one being cards that will draw you into additional cards, cards that act as early game removal, such as XI7 Extortion or Murder Accusion, depending on what your opponent might actually be playing. And finally, cards that will generate you additional ways to deal with your opponent's board. These would include any cards in the Concoction package, Jackpot, or even Reconnaissance. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Hunter. I actually like this entire starting hand a lot. This is actually not bad. Ram Commander is a little bit sus, but including in the list is a little bit sus in general anyways. It's in here for Putricide mainly, and then it also feeds into Sire and the Fool, but honestly, you probably could cut it for something else. Well, we're just going to hit this one turn. Let's hope they don't have any type of buff. Steady shot. There's Reno. Okay, we can make that work. Let's use this to get a 1-2 on the board. Reveal ourselves as Rogue to no one's shock. Actually, maybe it was a little bit of a shock. Because most Demon Hunter decks would have probably done something else on turn 1 and turn 2. Okay, I can make that work. Let's use Jackpot. Okay, I don't know how many times I randomly generated the Celestial Alignment when it comes to playing a Thief Rogue deck. But I feel like I always randomly generate that card. But most times you can't really abuse it, but this time we can. We really can. Because do 2 damage there. Wait a turn, because we do want the 5-drop Alistair in hand, and we can use Concoction here. We have enough space, yes. Yeah, we have enough space because I forgot we had the other one. Ooh, grabbing that. Then let's go with Bubbly again. Then we can coin out Fishing. Go for Scabs. Perfect. Exactly what we needed to do, because Celestial Alignment plus Reno and Scabs means 2 full heals for the price of 1. Probably going to wait to bounce everything back. We're going to shuffle. Do we want to shuffle those into the deck? Now let's just go hog wild with this. Right, go face. Okay. Now, do we want to bounce everything back? I don't think we want to bounce everything back next turn. And we have enough HP where... Oh, we were still using the 1-drop pirate. I'm going to place this down so we can get double advantage if we do need to bounce it back. Then we're just going to pass the turn. We're trying to fill up their hand with as much useless bullshit as humanly possible. Because I'm not really too worried about bouncing everything back if we can also bounce back a Reno and get a second Reno. Their steady shot. Depends on what we actually want. I don't think that's enough in my opinion to want to bounce everything back. Kravatoa. Okay, we can make that work. We only have 2 mana to do something. But I think Kravatoa allows us to get rid of the 4/6 and the... I don't mind getting really low because we are a Reno deck. Then we can do 3 damage to this just to get rid of it. Maybe, just maybe we can... That's not a card I want to see bounce back to my hand. I mean, it can give us advantage, it's just not worth it. Hey, what are they randomly generating? Oh, Hydrogeddon. Actually, that's not Hydrogeddon. Whatever the hell the name of the card is, I can't remember its name right now. It's Hydro something. But we can bounce it all back to our hand, or their hand, so I don't really care too much. Okay, go for it. It's not going to do anything for you that you really need. Let's just see if we can trigger anything there. Okay, okay. Now we heal for 20, bounce everything back. Probably should have also put down the protector to get 2 uses out of it instead of 1. But for some reason, I was not paying attention. And I'm going to put it down anyways. My bad. My bad. Ah, motion denied. I mean, a little bit frustrating, but it's still fine. We did just heal for 20, so really 19. 11. Just going to do 3 damage to face because we can. Okay, okay, they're going to put that back down. That is a 5-drop. It actually feeds into our putricide really, really nice. And they did that out of order, or they would have had an additional rush. Now we need to deal with this board somehow. Let's see what we randomly generate, maybe? I hope. Actually, we can do it like this. Down the putricide. Maybe not put down the putricide. Ooh, pounce. We're going to pounce on their Hydra. We do not want to stash at all because that resets it. Oh, actually, no, that would have still been fine. We can attack once there. There. Give us all the concoctions. They're only going to be able to get 1 because of how Colossus minions actually work. Let's kill an R1. And then we can kill an R. Let's just fill up our hands with a bunch of cocks. Wait, what did I just say? I meant concoctions. That's definitely not a way to shorten that. Have an entire full board again, but we should be able to deal with it. I think we have enough removal, maybe? Cool. Not really. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Let's see what we randomly generate. Oh, wait. How can we make this lethal? We put it on one of the heads. We need to do 2 damage to the body. Oh, we have 3 damage there. And then we just, well, bam. We got lethal on their entire board. We could use the bloom to see what we randomly get from the bottom of the deck, maybe? Oh, Krakatoa. Great Thrasher, in theory, could be a lot of fun, but let's go for Krakatoa. We've been Oh, sire. We're at 14. We have, of course, we get our sire. Really don't want to use sire, but we might actually have to use our sire. We are going to have to destroy theirs, probably. We don't have enough mana to play Reno. I don't like the HP pool that we're at, so let's see what we randomly generate. Sure. Let's draw a card. Perfect. 3 damage for 3. Perjury, and then I don't like doing this, but we probably have to. Let's just heal for 5. And it also puts a 10-10 on the board that they have to deal with pretty quickly, or we just heal for 10 each individual turn. I don't. Sire is a card that I've considered cutting out of the deck, but there are times where he can come up and he's really high impact when he does. Nathanios is another card that I haven't done anything with since he came out, and I always forget he exists. But he could be so good if I actually remember to use him. Maybe a Death Rattle Hunter deck using Owl. You're probably going to want to use the Parrot plus something else instead. Parrot copies the last battle cry no matter what it is for Death Rattle. Okay, so we did almost DC. Sorry for the little bit of a hiccup. I still wanted to pull this off. Let's use Theatar. We could also attack with Sire. Let's attack with Sire first. Do a little bit of extra damage. Then use Theatar. Can we randomly generate? Okay, crush. Have the stash. I don't need it at this point. It just actually hurts us a lot more than it helps us. Okay, we're gonna kill that. Shuffles that into the deck. That's perfectly fine. And we have so many ways to lethal. As long as I don't miss them or they put on a taunt like the mountain bear, but we do have a way to deal with it. Come on, attack our face. Pretty sure this was explosive trap. Come on. Go for it. Go for our face. You know you wanna. There we go. We're at 10 and they give up. Alright, time for a game against Mage. Theatar is actually pretty nice in the long run, but I think we were probably going to mulligan him away, keeping everything else here because That is a lot of early game removal / early game threats, which we can actually use. Sprint isn't really something that I wanted to see though. And we are going second, so we do have the coin. We're just going to pass the turn back. Oh, they're going to be Mech Mage. That's kind of a shock. I mean, that has been gaining a little bit of popularity recently. We're going to reveal ourselves. Fel Rattler is probably the best bet. Just going to grab that for later. It acts as a AoE board clear if you really need it for that. Security automation, which is going to be frustrating, but they didn't play anything down, so we can just use Tooth of Nefarian right away. Let's go for Drain Soul. Actually, no. Maelstrom Portal might be good in the long run just because they'll be able to deal with the entire board if we have that in combination with the Shadow of Demise and the Fel Rattler, though I don't know if we're going to be able to do that board in particular. There's a Reno. I don't really need him yet, but it's cool to see it. Use the Fel Rattler. Up the Divine Shield. I think there's a different order that I probably should have done this in, but oh well. We're going to use Bloodsworn to just pop the Annoytron, probably. It'd also do the 2 damage to... I don't know. Let's just kill the Annoytron. It's not going to annoy us any longer. Seafloor Gateway. I'm trying to remember if this was a game where I was still running the Steam Cleaner. I think a lot of early games I was, but I don't think I ended up drawing into it when I needed it in this matchup. Ended up cutting it out because I wasn't facing as many decks that I thought I would be that shuffled cards into their deck. Ooh, Sunwell. That's actually... Do we want to use the Sunwell here? We can kill the 1/2. I actually probably should have just kept that up. We're going to use the coin, use Sunwell, see if we get anything cool. That categorizes as something cool. Okay, we can make that work. Don't really need to gain attack right now because we don't have too low HP. We do also have Reno to heal us if we ever need to. Security automation. 2 stupid Mecha Sharks. Not a card that I like dealing with. Maybe I should do something with Mech Mage. They didn't really get anything new in this newest set, I don't think. I'm just going to clear out the board. Go face. Leave that up. I really don't like leaving that up just because it can scale really quickly. But we don't really have a choice. We didn't have enough mana for anything else. Trench Surveyor. They haven't played the Sweeper yet, I don't think, so that's not going to get them a lot of advantage right away. Amalgam with the Deep. Does buff that out of range. Oh, no, we do have the Wicked Stab. I don't think I'm going to want to use the Wicked Stab. At least not right away. 8 damage to face. We need to get rid of that. 8/7. We can do 1 damage to everything. Get rid of few. Oh, I tried to make an undead rogue deck work. It ended up not really work. Well, I wanted to be a little bit unique with it, and then it didn't work how I wanted it to work, I should probably say. Buff this up, then just kill that. Have 3, so let's kill the 33. Heal up a little teeny bit. I don't actually worry about getting rid of the non-mech cards on the board. Amalgam with the Deep I rather keep up than the Trench Surveyor, for example, because it doesn't guarantee them an additional mech whenever they do use their other Amalgam on it. And they could be randomly generating even more. Kind of disappointed that we didn't see any more additional mechs after the Sunken City set. Would have been fun to maybe see a little bit more with some of the decks. Who knows, maybe we'll see another mech in the mini set. I very much doubt it, but we could. Unless Older War gets reduced to a mini set. I could see that happening, maybe. Ooh, 3 damage. What can we get rid of here? Probably gonna actually want to use that. Also have Wicked Stab. Let's draw a few cards. Preparation? Okay. Oh, Scabs. Exactly what we need to see. Now, the problem is, as much as I wanna not bounce everything back to their hand for Scabs, I probably should have attacked one of the 3/2s. I think we're probably going to have to do it next turn. We're dangerously low If they have a Mech Shark in hand, then we're in a big trouble. Okay, C4 Gateway, number 2. Nice to know that they only can have 2 of those in the deck, and there's not a high likelihood of them randomly generating additional copies. Okay, Amalgam of the Deep. That's number 3, right? Okay, there's the Jarn Sweeper. Okay, how do we want to do this? If we Reno the next turn, Reno doesn't really do much. I think we have to use Shadow Scabs. I really don't wanna, because it's going to give them a bunch of advantage back, but I think this is what we really need to do, to be honest. It does put us out of lethal range of even of this wild fireball. Oh, perfect. Burning Deathborn. That's actually kind of a shock that they're running Deathborn in Mech Mage. They started with 30 cards, right? We just haven't really done any damage to their face. Okay, there's the Jarn Sweeper again, shuffling that into their deck. They're going to get a lot of advantage off of that, and wish I didn't give them that, but it's better than nothing. We can Reno and Crab in the same turn, which is really good. I don't know if we necessarily want to do that, but we're going to have to Reno no matter what next turn, I think, just to be safe. We do have a full board again. And they're not going to run out of resources anytime soon because we had to bounce everything. Ooh, Tess. We're going to get rid of everything on the board, I think. I don't like doing it like this. I think it's absolutely necessary. Probably should have got rid of the 3/4/2. It's time for a venture. Go up, use our Krabator, and then go face. Might as well kill the 1/1. Weapon back. Okay, so they're gonna be able to buff that stupid security automation up. More trench stalker, or, yeah, trench stalkers, trench surveyors. Trench stalker is the beast from Warrior, right? Actually, had a lot of fun with that card. Ooh, shadows. I mean, there's 2 things we could shadow step. There really are. We could shadow step the crab, which we're going to do because I actually like getting the weapon charges back. How do we want to do this? We're gonna kill one of the 3/4s, the other one there. We're gonna keep the other crab alive. And we have the Concoction to kill their automation. Play down the Protector, and then pass the turn to them. They're at 32. Yeah, 16 face damage in hand. Don't go wide, and then we're in a really good position to just win out the game next turn. That's all we need to do. Thinking about it, I haven't actually done it. Of course, the 2 worst options are what they randomly generate off of that. I don't think there's ever been a world where I faced a Mech Mage and they don't randomly generate as many automations and sharks as this person has done. It's really, really annoying to deal with. We can, though. Just don't really like to. I'm gonna use this. Come on, kill something. Kill something or get it real low. Killed the wrong target, but just go face. Kill the shark. Use perjury. And kill these 2. I'm not dealing with anything on their board. I'm not going to get a... What the hell is it called? Gaia? Gaia isn't going to kill us in 1 turn. I'm not going to allow it. There's Mech Shark number, what, 5, 6? Doesn't really matter. They're just going to keep doing it. 3 damage. Didn't kill anything. That's nice. We're going to shuffle an additional card into the bottom of their deck. This is why this deck is annoying to actually face. Because they can just randomly generate bullshit until the ends of time. To get lucky enough. Okay, perjury. Come on, give us something cool. Explosive trap is something cool. Wonder if I missed sleep. I think I end up missing it because we had 10 damage. We did have lethal. But I was trying to be safe. And sometimes you just... Okay. We should still be fine. I might have missed lethal for a turn or 2, but He should still... Oh, no. Maybe not. It's going to be, what? Board clear probably on their hand. It's a bit annoying to deal with. And they're probably going to attack with the 1/1, popping the Divine Shield. Doesn't get rid of any of their minions. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to ping their own face for some dumb reason. There goes the Divine Shield. I'm going to get 1 additional damage. Okay, Horn of the Ancients, give us something cool. I don't know what wins us the game, but see what we can grab. I mean, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna om nom nom and then get a bunch of concoctions for later. This down, draw a few additional cards. Okay, we're making this game a lot longer than it needs to be, but it's still fine. Not every game you can play perfect, right? That's fine. They can't get all their minions back, then we should just be able to finish them off. Could even need a Sire if we really felt like it. Just go face, do 3 damage there. Don't have enough for Sire, but still fine. Kill that. Well, that dies. See what we can get. I mean, perfectly calculated, right? Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. Overall, this deck was a pleasant surprise. I had around a 53% win rate across the 15 games I actually played with the deck. Turns out most people aren't actually expecting Reno Jackson in the current metagame, and that can catch a lot of people off guard when they think they got you real low, where they can just finish you off in the next turn. But surprise, you have Reno Jackson to stop their plans in their tracks. And honestly, this deck has a lot of tools to actually deal with most of your opponent's board, no matter what they actually put down. There is one card that you could consider running in this deck, which is Steam Cleaner, depending on what decks you actually run into while actually playing the deck. If you're running into a lot of things that shuffle things back into their own deck, then Steam Cleaner is really, really good, and then you're going to want to swap this out for something like Sticky Situation, because while this card does give you a little bit of advantage in those type of matchups, Steam Cleaner will just ruin their complete game plan and allow you to win the game out really, really easily. But overall, I was really, really happy with how this deck actually turned out, and is an easy deck for me to recommend to you all. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.